childrens. I'm here at Garden Preschool. I'm gonna go in, grab a couple books, do a couple readings. Come on in with me. Bob the Builder. Say hi, Bob. As you can see, while we're out, Bob the Builder and Todd and the painters are getting a lot of work done. They're changing the windows and scraping everything and painting it while you're gone, so we have a new class when you get back in. Thank you. We're filming. Thanks, Lee. Over here, you can see the ladders going up where they're doing the windows upstairs. Going to start out. Let's take a look inside the little room. Everything is all clean, just waiting for you to come back to it. Everything is waiting for you. All that's missing is children's. Let's head over and take a look at the middles. But first, every time I touch a doorknob, every time I touch a surface, what do? Garden Preschool, yes sirree. That's the place I'd like to be. There are lots of things to learn. Caring, sharing, taking turns. Come along and you will see. It's the happiest place to be. That's right, wash our hands. That's the song I sing when I wash my hands. Okay, let's take a walk over to the middles. Watch out, we're under construction here. Well, here we are. Hasn't changed a bit. There's our roll call right there. All the places are set and just waiting for the children to come back in. And that's where I read when I read in the middle room. Right there. You'll remember that. I probably have a couple pairs of glasses back there. Okay, let's head upstairs to the bigs. Okay, here we go. We have scaffolds and ladders here from all the workmen changing all the windows around. Climb up on this and stand on that and work, or they climb on the ladder. Okay. Be careful coming around here. Stevie, don't touch the fire extinguisher. All right. Let's head into the bigs room. Hello, cubbies. Well, here we are. Big room, just like we remembered it. Thundercats are go. Okay, let's sit in the kitchen and read a book. What do you say? All right. Good morning, children. Today's book, a favorite of mine, Mr. Putter and Tabby Pour the Tea. That's Mr. Putter, and you can guess Tabby is a cat. But before we start, eyes watching, ears listening, voices gone, body calm. Okay, first I'm going to need some glasses. Are they? Oh no, these aren't my glasses, are they? No, these are not. I think they're Aaron must have left them here. Okay, let me try these glasses. Look at these little tiny skinny ones. Let's see how they work. Okay, if you're ready, Mr. Putter and Tabby pour the tea. Before he got his fine cat Tabby, Mr. Putter, he lived all alone. In the mornings, he had no one to share his English muffins. In the afternoon, he had no one to share his tea. In the evenings, there was no one Mr. Putter could tell his stories to. And Mr. Putter had many wonderful stories to tell. He'd been around the world several times, Navy veteran, I believe. All day long, Mr. Putter clipped his roses, fed his tulips, watered his trees, and every day he wished for some company. He wished someone would come and visit him and talk with him. He had warm muffins to eat. He had a good tea to pour. He had wonderful stories to tell. Mr. Putter was very tired of living all alone. He wanted a cat. He had an idea. Chapter number 2, Tabby. Mr. Putter went to the pet store. "Do you have any cats?" he asked the pet store lady. "Oh, yes," she said. "We have 14 cats." Mr. Putter was delighted. But when he looked into the cage, he was not so delighted. "Uh-oh," he said. "Something's wrong here." "Those are all kittens," he said. "I was hoping for a cat." She said, "Oh, no, sir. Nobody wants cats. Everyone wants puppies and everyone wants kittens. No one wants dogs and cats. They are not cute. They are not peppy. Everyone wants puppies and everyone wants kittens." Mr. Putter himself had not been cute nor pepper for quite some time. He said, "I still would like a cat." She said, "Well, then go to the shelter. They have plenty of cats. I'm sure you can find one." Mr. Putter went to the shelter where all the lost cats went to. He asked the man, "Do you have any cats?" And the shelter man said, "We have a big fat gray one, we have a thin black one, and an old yellow one." And Mr. Putter said, "Whoa, did you say old?" Because he was old too. The shelter man brought Mr. Putter and the old yellow cat. Its bones creaked, its fur was thinning. It seemed like he was a little deaf. Mr. Putter creaked. His hair was definitely thinning, like somebody you know. And he was a little bit deaf too. I can't hear you. So he took the old yellow cat home, and he named her Tabby. And this is how their life together began. Chapter number 3, Mr. Putter and Tabby. Tabby loved Mr. Putter's tulips. She was old, and beautiful things meant everything to her. She would rub past all the yellow tulips, then she would roll past all the red tulips. She loved rolling in the tulips. Then she would lick herself and take her bath among all the pink tulips. Meanwhile, Mr. Putter clipped roses, and the Tabby bathed. In the mornings, Mr. Putter and Tabby liked to share an English muffin. Mr. Putter ate his with jam. Tabby ate all hers with just some cream cheese. And he read the paper and had his coffee. In the afternoons, Mr. Putter and Tabby liked to share tea. Mr. Putter took his with sugar, and Tabby took hers with just a little cream. In the evenings, they sat by the window and Mr. Putter told stories. He told the most wonderful stories, and each story that he would tell would make Tabby purr with excitement. In the summer days, they warmed their old bones together in the sun. On fall days, they took long walks through the trees, and on winter days, they turned the opera up very loud. I hope they didn't disturb the neighbors. After a while, it seemed as if they had always lived together. Tabby knew just what Mr. Putter was going to do next. Mr. Putter knew just where Tabby was going to sleep next, because he slept everywhere. This time he slept up on the plants, this time on the mailbox, and this time in a kitchen bowl. In the mornings, each looked for each other as soon as they opened their eyes. And at night, each looked for the other as their eyes were closing. Mr. Putter could not remember life without Tabby. Tabby could not remember life without Mr. Putter. They lived among their tulips and their trees. They ate muffins. They poured their tea. They turned up the opera. Da-da-da-da-da. And most of all, they enjoyed the most perfect company of all, each other. The end. Well, they seem so happy together. I'm going to ask you my question today. A lot of people saw when I get off, I had on my very inappropriate 1959 Milwaukee Braves shirt. And the kids always ask, hey, what is that man yelling? And I think he's yelling, hey, wash your hands. What do you think he's yelling? Think about it. If you want, you can try to draw a picture of it. I'll be back to see you tomorrow. Be good. Wash your hands. Bye-bye.